Welcome to the Otaku View Numenera Actual Play Podcast. We don't have a proper introduction for this session, and so I shall be handling the introductions. Today, we are joined by Dervish Storm, the mystical Jack who bears a halo of fire, Sakuraka, the clever Nano who focuses his mind over matter, Socket, the swift Jack who talks to machines, and Tama, the graceful Nano who rides the lightning. Now, without further waiting, let's get to the episode.
Poke. Almost forgot that.
Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of the Otaku View Roleplay Hour. I don't know what else to call it.
Of the jumping. We will watch several people fail at jumping this evening. We shall enjoy watching several people impale themselves as well.
Hey, Theme, that doesn't sound like thinking. Think harder.
Yes, I'm looking for a ride.
I actually wasn't going to mandate that, but okay, that works pretty well. So what? You guys are just kind of wandering around the docks, and about half of you looking for a ride, half of you looking for somebody for a ride.
Yes.
Yeah, just aimlessly looking around.
So we decided that Saga was technically...
Who needs a ride anywhere? I'm going anywhere that you'll pay.
So Saga was technically basically the captain of this vessel? Was it? Or was it
Lord.
Socket was.
Socket is. It is my ship because, well,
He
did a lot of
fortified
work
it.
for that, and I paid for it.
He did a lot of work, and I just try to destroy it every now and then.
That is true.
No,
So as you guys are on the dock, Socket's looking for some poor sap to sucker onto their poorly armored vessel to take them somewhere.
Anywhere.
And...
I'll give you a cookie.
Okay, do you have cookies? Cookies cost extra.
I will go buy cookies.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm thinking cookies probably cost about 3 shins.
No problem.
Really?
I'll buy a shit. I'll buy some
Cookies
cookies.
cost the same amount as a bottle of wine? That's one
Or
expensive
3
cookie.
pouches?
Okay, but they're like, I'm thinking something like Starbucks kind of cookies, or like, this really exquisite, overpriced, not really that good tasting, but you think they look decadent cookies?
They look great. They
I'm
taste horrible.
gonna go ahead and go down to the docks and start holding up a cookie, asking people. It's like, you want a cookie? Come with us. Pay for our trip.
So as you guys are wandering around, Socket, you see a commotion. Actually, all of you would see a commotion, ruckus coming your way. Looks like there's somebody being chased by the town guard, actually. And he's coming your way, Socket. Do you do anything?
He's being chased by the town guard.
Hey, stop! Thief! Come back here! Ruckus screaming and yelling and people chasing. Nobody else seems to really care. Apparently this is a common occurrence. Nobody really seems to be paying much attention, besides those involved.
I'm going to nonchalantly, kind of looking around, stick my leg out in his way.
Like, whoops.
Okay, roll me D20.
Alrighty. Oh,
Nice.
Okay, so actually I would like to check the rules here real quick because you get something else on that.
I can apply a minor effect.
What kind of matter of effect would you like?
I
mean, he's going down.
I do believe he just sprained his ankle.
Just sprained his ankle? I'm thinking we could do more than that.
How about have it
I don't want
where
to break his leg just in case, he's actually someone that we need to help here.
How about bust his nose? Like he lands his nose on the ground.
Yeah, I
and
was
it
thinking
kinda bleeds a
that,
bit.
or maybe he does like a complete flip, like you trip him, and he does just a complete flip. He flips clear over before landing down on his face.
I love it. Go with that.
Ow!
Quiet down, boy.
I go and I trip him obviously, and he just does like a front flip and lands like flat on his back.
Yeah. Like, you guys were you were all kind of a bit on like an angle, kind of like slanting down towards the dockish areas and such. And so he hits your leg. He doesn't even, nobody else was paying him any attention. So, Saga, are you doing anything at this time?
I am not, except trying to get people to join us with cookies.
You're still trying to get people with cookies? I should note people are kind of avoiding this area a little bit now.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I would be wary of a strange man wielding
with
cookies.
I'm going to go out to the guard chasing him. It's like, you want a cookie?
The guard gives you a dirty look before continuing on towards the guy that they were chasing. It would appear that he's not terribly amused with cookies.
Everybody likes cookies, though. Nobody want my cookie.
Dervish, what are you doing right now? You bear in mind that you pretty much saw all this occurring.
I'm laughing my fucking ass off.
So one of the guards notices you and comes over your way. Hey, you! What's so funny? You know anything about this?
Hell no, but I just saw this dude go and fucking flip that fucking honey.
Oh, great. We've got a redneck.
We've got a redneck in a red land. Okay, so he doesn't seem to take too kindly to that, and he motions like there's probably call it like 8 or 10 guys who were with this guy, and he kind of motions for somebody to kind of stand near you. You're not actually being touched in any way, but you kind of get the feeling that you're not going anywhere for the time being. Tama, you've seen all this. What were you doing, if anything?
Well, watching all this, like the flip and the whole cookie, debacle. Of course, I was about to laugh, but after seeing this guy, I'm like kind of weary of that now. And now that I see things that are getting hairy, I was like, okay. So I'm kind of watching, like nonchalantly watching what's going on, but also trying to, prepare myself for if there's a skirmish, because too many times I've traveled and, things are fine and dandy, and then all of a sudden, things get real.
So, just like out of curiosity, well, not just out of curiosity, do you have anything to do with perception or stealth of any kind, Tama?
Perception or stealth?
I'm not seeing anything, but I may have missed it.
Not really. I mean,
anything in your backstory either?
Basically, in my backstory, I'm very in tune with the Numenera. Can't pronounce that right. Kind of naturally, I'm just kind of naturally got a knack for that. So, yeah, that's basically it.
So go ahead and roll me a d20. Gonna see what you notice.
Wow, I noticed nothing. I'm oblivious.
Well, you do notice something go flying out of this guy's hand, but you do not know what it is.
Wait, which guy?
The guy who you just kicked down.
I gave the trip from hell.
Socket, yeah.
Okay, so something flew out of his hand.
Something flew out of his hand and kind of skidded across, under some stalls, or under something, just kind of off to the side of this whole debacle.
Since I'm a very curious learner of everything, and usually items contain something with the Numenera, I would, casually make my way over to where it went over, and then try to figure out a reason for me to, bend down and try to look for this thing. But, all nonchalantly, just, I'm a tourist right now. I'm just kind of like...
Okay, so you're doing that. So the other, 6 or so of these gods, come up and, one of them motions for a couple of the guys to grab him. The guy who, just got his nose... Was his nose broken, or did he just get a slight concussion.
I think we agreed on his nose being broken after doing a front flip.
We'll go with a nosebleed.
I concur. So his nose is kind of crunched in, and he's rather dazed. He took quite a tumble. And so they grab him, pull him up by the scruff of his neck, real rough. You can tell that they are sick and tired of this, and they want nothing more than to get this over with and be done. And they're really not what you'd call particularly nice. And one of them comes up to you, to Socket, and starts talking to you. Basically, he thanks you for, helping them apprehend this criminal. And
yeah, no problem. If you don't mind me asking, what's the deal with him?
He's just a thief. He stole a rather valuable item, and we need to get it back. Speaking of which, you haven't happened to see anything anywhere around here, have you? He's clearly looking around for something.
The only thing I saw was him running and him flying.
Do I hear all this?
Yeah, he's not exactly quiet, and he's kind of like a bellowy.
He's a boy cool.
He's a bellowy sergeant type, so even when he's kind of trying to be quiet, he's not at all. Everybody in this area can pretty much hear this.
Okay. Again, I haven't been down yet, just so you know. I'm just kind of pretending to look at the pretty boats.
Yeah. So at this point in time, he's going to take you into custody as well as everybody in the area, I'm afraid.
However, after helping you out, you're gonna.
No, he's actually taking you for a reward. He would
okay.
take you for a reward.
On.
The rest of them are being taken into custody. He doesn't know who's who.
Okay, so
Saga,
do I...
come on.
I'm coming.
Someone's dial-up isn't working, apparently.
I'm coming.
Now, question: is this information known in the air, or is this sort of like something not said?
This is he's basically he's just explained that he's got to take everybody here in for questioning. Nobody's technically under arrest at this time, besides, of course, the thief with the broken nose.
Right.
And Socket is being taken to get a reward. Apparently, they do reward thief takers quite generously here. It's a trading city.
Thief kickers.
Everywhere I go, people want to give me stuff.
Okay.
He's gonna be our hero in shining armor.
Question:
Yes.
can I now look underneath to try to get it, and then try to pawn my way of saying, "Oh, look, I found the missing item"?
I mean, you can totally do that. You could probably also escape being taken in with them if you wanted to at this time.
Right.
But it's your choice.
I
Keep it
kind
for
of want to
ourselves.
do that since, I'm out of money, and it's like, oh wait, I can actually have a meal
I
ticket.
will say it's probably an either or, but you can try to do one and then get away, try to get it and get away, or get it and get taken in. But it would be more difficult. Like if you wanted to try to sell it or something,
Yeah, no, I'm not trying to sell it. I'm just trying to give it back.
AKA, she wants money, AKA reward,
She wants
AKA
reward.
food.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So I mean, you can totally go grab whatever you saw and
Do I just grab it, or do I have to roll?
just grab it. It's nothing particularly difficult about grabbing it.
Okay. So I bend under, I grab it, and still having it like, I'm not trying to be sneaky about it. I'm just making it visible to see that I have it, and I walk
As he
up
sees
to,
you bending down, hey you, what are you doing over there?
I instantly stand up, put my hands up, and be like, "Good sir, I just saw that this item just kind of flew out of his hand, and it seemed to be appearing under here. I only wanted to just return it to you, to the proper authorities."
Oh, really? Well, that's awful convenient. Okay, then. Well, we should go ahead and take you in as well.
I did not do anything. I merely tried to help.
That's not for me to decide. So you guys are all being taken, unless, by the way, Mr. Cookie Monster, you are definitely being taken in.
Not for the same incident though.
No, you were being taken in. You technically, one of the officers is kind of like taunting you to arrest you for charges of obstructing an official investigation.
Wow.
I only wanted to help.
Wah, wah, wah.
Cookies make everything better.
We got plenty of cookies where you're going.
Screw it, I'm out of here.
You're gonna try to run before they can grab you?
Yes, I want to run.
Okay, go ahead, roll.
Oops, I screwed that up.
That's not a roll.
Shit.
Yeah, so you take off to run. Two of the guards grab both of your arms and just knee drop into your back, and just you go crashing down.
Oh! Do I lose the cookies I was holding?
The cookies that you just bought go everywhere.
My cookies! Why?
Yes, they go absolutely everywhere. So they are most definitely not pleased. They most definitely do restrain you with the same restraints they used on the thief, who interestingly isn't really talking. He looks like he's rather concussed.
Little dazed.
More than a little bit dazed, yes. So you're bound with like this almost like rope, but it's rather thin rope, kind of like, you'd see like a nylon rope.
I suck it!
They apparently they don't deal in handcuffs around here. So is there anything else you guys want to do before or as you are being carted up to like the minister's office?
I'm just gonna
Face palm and shake my head over Saga's.
Mind you, only Saga and the thief are actually tied up right now. The rest of you just kind of have a close escort.
Wow.
I'm just gonna start talking to a theme dervish and be like, "Hi, I'm not back there with you." Well, technically, we're all being walked together.
Yes.
So yeah, I can talk to you. Hi, how are you today?
I just ignore him.
Are you just going like the I don't know him kind of deal?
Yeah.
Okay,
Is
so
he also talking to me as well?
Yes, I'm talking to
Probably-
both of you.
Talking to
okay.
everybody, but me, because I'm ignoring completely.
It's like I don't know him.
that sounds about right.
So I guess I kind of like side glance at him and be like, greetings. Confused.
That sounds about like everything today.
Cookies were worth it.
How are
Were
the
they?
cookies? You had the cookies and then you decided to offer them to a cop. Then you got your ass beat.
But you know what the problem was? It should have been a donut. See, it was the wrong pastry.
Explains a lot.
Yes.
Freaking pigs would have liked donuts, not cookies.
Okay,
Continue
so
on.
you guys, yeah, I know.
He's
Okay,
waiting
so
for us
you-
to shut up.
Yes, sometimes. So you guys get to the minister's office. You guys, as you guys have walked in, it's a rather like small office in a larger palace.
Good day, Minister.
Hi!
As you walk in, you see on the door a sign reading Office of Harvard the 7th, and you gather that that's probably the minister's name. And as you walk in, the minister's sitting at his desk with a large amount of paper sprawled over it. Doesn't really look terribly organized, and he looks rather distressed at having to deal with it. Upon seeing you guys come in, he looks further distressed about having to deal with you. So, as he sees them coming in, the "hi" response is met with him just taking up his hand and holding his head with his other hand, kind of signaling to one of the guards, and you are dragged outside of the room. You are kind of waved out of the room. You do have 3 guards with you. The other guards seem to leave besides for the sergeant-y type dude, who's been doing most of the talking. He walks up to the minister and, is very quietly talking with him. Somebody could roll to see if they can hear.
I do.
Okay.
So it's a 20, right?
Yeah, it's always going to be a D20 you roll.
Ah, sweet. Okay. Sweet.
Okie dokie. So you not only hear what they're saying, but you get a minor effect. Does anybody have any idea what a minor effect for this might be?
No.
Mind you, it doesn't even necessarily have to make complete sense.
Oh, this is just since I had a good roll, I get like something negative that happens?
You get something good that happens.
Oh,
Yeah, you get to pretty much say this happens.
Yeah, you get to control the story a little.
Oh, okay. Dang, I don't know what to think. Suggestions?
One moment.
Oh, hey, I got a perfect one. He happens to mention that you actually found it and not that you may be a culprit behind it.
That will work.
That you may not be the culprit behind it?
Well, no, well, we already know the culprit behind it. I mean, that's blatantly obvious to everyone, but that, I managed to help them find the artifact when it was lost.
Oh, yeah.
But like in a positive note, not in like, oh, I think she's an accomplice sort of thing, not that. Be like, oh, this helpful citizen kind of.
Yeah. So I think I'm about done coughing up a lung right now, so we can continue with that. I swear, this propel water is trying to kill me.
Product placement, Taco Bell.
Buy your propel water today. Propel.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
For when you need your workout water with flavor. Propel. Buy it today.
That concludes our advertisement sponsorships for this session.
For this moment. We still have like another 7 to plug.
Wow.
Okay, so he explains to this minister what happened. Seems to be telling it, about accurate, and he also passes the object that you recovered quietly to the minister, who puts it in a drawer and locks the drawer.
Do we get to see which drawer?
Yes, you could tell that it's like one of the drawers to his upper left-hand side on his side of the desk, yes.
His
All right.
left or our left?
His left.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
So we know where to look later.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Lord. Yes, that does sound about right.
So where am I at?
You're outside.
You're outside like the students in out of the room for being too naughty. You're sent to stand in the hall. Only in your case, you've got an escort of 3 guards making sure that you stay in the hall.
And they're hopefully not beating you to death.
No, they are not beating him to death at this moment in time. The beatings are reserved for the dungeons later. They would not wish
before that happens.
They would not wish to get blood all over the expensive, this place is opulent. Red carpeting, gold paneling everywhere, just this weird reflective gold wall texturing, that just seems to reflect all the light.
Ow,
Really
my
bright.
eyes. I said ow or eyes.
At times, yes. But it looks very expensive, so that's probably what they're going for. He seems quite pleased, and he wants to know what your relations are. He wants to know how to sort this out.
Well, I'm just happened by, and unfortunately, the annoying guy outside happened to be
I was gonna ask about him.
helping me.
Yeah, if I throw him in the dungeon, I could use some people in my dungeon.
He hasn't really been too much help to me. I mean, it could go either way.
So you hear a no, followed just by the clear sound of someone being punched in the stomach. So it's just like ah, and then silence.
Yeah, that about sums him up right there.
Oh,
I mean, if
Lord,
it's not,
I feel your pain. Are you sure I can't take him off your hands? It seems like it'd be a favor. Like,
honestly, it would be, but I really need at least one other person on this ship for at least, if someone tries to shoot at me or something, I can put him in the way.
Oh, okay, I see. That makes. Don't you already have two other people here though? I presume you're a captain of a vessel of some sort.
Yes, I own a small sailing vessel outside, actually, looking to take on passengers or cargo if anything needs to be shipped, for a modest fee, of course.
Well, that is indeed convenient. I was prepared to offer you a reward, which I can still do, but I've got a problem that you might be able to assist me with.
Well, if you're willing to pay, I'm willing to help.
Oh, look around. I think we can do more than pay. As he kind of gestures around.
Yeah, I was kind of getting that.
I need some cargo transported out to the Floatmarket. I'm sure you know. I'm sure you've heard about it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Very good, very good. I'm sure a traveled tradesman such as yourself has been there many times.
Oh yes, I've traveled there weekly.
When would you be able to leave? Tomorrow morning, maybe.
Yeah, that sounds good. As honestly, as soon as you get the cargo on board, I could head out right away.
Okay, that's very good. Go ahead.
I will need the gentleman outside to do all the heavy lifting, though.
Oh, really? Oh, that's no problem. Tell you what, I will go ahead and keep a hold on him for you if you'd like, and I can have him deliver the cargo to you at the docks in the morning.
That would be great.
No! I don't like dark places.
Hey, and what happens out of my sight really doesn't bother me.
Oh, well, that's it's a very good outlook on life. That's very very good outlook. He seems rather pleased. Go ahead, roll me a d20.
Ooh.
You don't see that.
Fail.
And so he reaches into another one of his desk drawers and he pulls out a bag, very heavy-looking bag that clings and clangs as he picks it up, and
my mouth keeps getting wider and wider.
And he throws it over to you. You fail to catch it, and it lands on the floor with a very loud thud. This is like a good hedge-sized amount of something in there. Here's a reward for helping us earlier, and part of your payment.
Oh, thank you.
And you're free to go. And he just continues to then
and I'm going to grab the
go
money
back
and
to his paperwork.
See you, Saga.
What?
And so Saka is taking downstairs.
Are we going to the fun palace?
No, we'll go to the rape palace.
Isn't that essentially the same thing, depending on whose view you're looking at?
Well, we all know James likes that.
Saka, roll me a d20.
I hate you.
You failed to convince the guards to let you go anyway, so yeah, you are spending the night in jail, in the basement. And you will be indeed be delivered the next day with the cargo.
Alrighty then.
It appears that while they are not completely corrupt, they do not mind screwing with people they don't like. And they apparently do not like you at all.
I just wanted to give you a cookie. Why do you be so mean? Is it because you haven't gotten laid?
Oh, yeah, that's the perfect thing to say to him.
Yeah, so you were going to get beaten up all night. Congratulations.
How much damage should I take?
You definitely took, I'd say, 2 points of damage because you've just been continually pissing them off and they just do not like you. They do not appreciate your humor at all.
By the way, Falcon, I would like to take into account that we still have not ate ever since our first adventure.
Yeah,
You
we
guys had
have.
food on the ship.
And we-
Yeah, and you guys ate at Redstone.
Yeah, Redstone provided us with all sorts of food.
Well, you haven't ate today.
Yeah, that's alright. I got rations. I got money. I can go find something.
You can go get food. You guys can go get food, actually. You just got paid. I presume you look inside the bag?
Yes.
There was a lot of shins in the bag.
How much shins?
Well, you'd have to count them, but there looks like a lot of shins in the bag.
I'll worry about it when it starts getting low.
Oh my god.
What's happening between me and Davis?
Mm-hmm. That's a good question, actually. I was just about to ask that. So, Minister thought that you two were part of the crew.
Ah.
And
Well-
sounds like the Minister's kind of expecting 4 people.
Okay, well, yeah, that's what I figure. So, yeah, I'm playing along with this.
I'm just like, okay, something to do. Let's go, Favin.
So, are you guys doing anything the night before to, like, prepare for going somewhere that you've never been to
So
before?
I got 2 more free hands.
And you've
there you
got
go.
2 more free hands. Yes, you do.
Awesome.
Effectively, yeah.
Hi, I guess I'm your captain now. That's awesome.
Apparently. Hi. The name's
Hello.
Tama.
I'm
Greetings.
Socket. Captain Socket.
You have a ship.
And you are looking at Dervish.
I am Dervish. I am very interesting. I find a lot of things funny, and I'm just looking for something to do.
And you are not quite as big an idiot as other people that we know.
Well, good, because I guess I'm having a bunch of stuff coming tomorrow that I'm going to need help getting on the ship.
Sounds good.
Let me take you over to the vessel after we all go grab something to eat. I might as well pay you in somehow. Food's on me.
Ah, thank you very much.
Akasun.
You guys
Yeah.
looking to go anywhere particular?
I'm heading to the tavern inn sort of area somewhere where I can actually get a room and dinner.
2 rooms,
so you-
please.
You looking for something upscale, downscale, mid-scale?
Mid-scale. I'm not looking to spend all my money in one place. I'm looking at, maybe 20 shins.
You certainly have more than 20 shins worth
Well,
of
I'm
of
thinking
gold
20,
in that,
20, 20 shins per person to pay for food and meal and room.
That is definitely a mid-scale place, mid to high-scale place. Yeah, that is a lot of money. that I'm trying to think what that would be in reference to. That would be like at least Texas Steakhouse or Roadhouse or whatever it is.
Nice. So,
Like that-
we're getting good meals.
That would be like $30 a plate kind of dinner, Sam.
Wow. My best meal in like so many weeks.
You're making me hungry now.
Well, that is a problem. We can take a food break here in a little bit.
No, I just got through eating. You're making me hungry by talking about steak.
Well, then maybe you want to go get some steak. We can wait. You can ship some to me.
I don't think you want to wait 2 hours.
The DM demands steak. The DM demands steak. Bring me steak.
That will require me driving for an hour, waiting for about an hour, and then driving back for another hour.
You say that like it's a bad thing. You can stay here. It's all good.
And then shipping it to you, which would take 2 hours.
Boss, I'm talking about just going to the steakhouse and coming back.
Jesus.
Anyway, so we
Moving
all
on.
ate well and slept well.
Except me.
Yeah, except for him.
Well, I'm sure you slept real well once they knocked you unconscious.
So, speaking of which, they do spend the entire night pretty much harassing him. When morning comes, they throw him into a cold tub of water before dragging him out and tossing him into a coach, pulled by what looks to be a large lizard, in fact.
Nice.
Yes. They've apparently got interesting ideas of coaches. And in fact, the coach doesn't have wheels. It just hovers.
Wait.
Yes, it just kind of floats. So you guys meet up at the dock. And so they drop off 3 rather mid-sized looking crates of stuff for delivery to the Floatmarket.
All right, sounds good. You guys get it on board.
Okay.
Pointing to my team. It's good to be captain.
I'm gonna go off onto the ship.
After you take one of those boxes on, sure.
Fuck you. But okay.
Okay.
Just so you guys notice that since no one mentioned the female, even though she could be capable, she's running with the fact that, the men do all the work and she'll just go on up.
Yeah, that's fine. And the captain doesn't do anything either because the captain's the captain of the ship. So, hey, Saga, looks like you're getting 2 crates.
Just saying, all the men are getting this task, but never the woman. And it's like, hey, look, if you're going to be that way, okay, fine.
Alright, so you guys load
That
everything
works
up.
for me.
Should I go ahead and roll to make sure I don't break one of the crates?
Actually, yeah, I was just about to say that. Give me a roll.
Both Dervish and Saga need to, right?
Yes.
How many?
I technically get 2, so I'm just there. I have to carry 2
you all
crates.
make it on board. Well, Saga gets both of them on board. And Dervish has more difficulty, but he does get them on board.
The guy who got his ass whooped got him on easily. What the hell are you doing?
Oh,
Years
I see
of
you
endurance.
whipped him into shape.
I think I should have got a level for that. It's like now I can take a hit now.
Sure, you can have a point of XP. Woo. 1 point, mind you. You now know what it's like to be beaten. Congratulations.
You now know who your pimp is.
You have experienced new and unusual sensations.
I felt things that I'd never felt before, and they were nice.
Oh, wow.
No comment.
All right, as I'm assuming all the guards and the people who are dropping stuff off already left.
They dumped it and skedaddled. They didn't care.
I immediately turn around and go, well, does anyone know where this floating market is?
No clue.
It's out in the ocean somewhere.
Let's go find it. As I collapse from sheer exhaustion.
I kind of just look at him and poke him with my boots.
Can one of you two
I'm not moving.
Can one of you two just throw him in one of the bunks on down below? Or off in the corner somewhere.
Alright, throwing him off in the corner, boss.
Thank you. I guess we need to go figure out where this market is.
That might have been useful when we were in the office there. Just saying.
Do you really want me to tell the guy giving me a ton of money, I have no clue where you want me to take this?
Right, good point.
All right,
Anybody else
yeah.
have?
So yeah, you two. Dervish. I've already forgotten names. This is awesome. Emma, sorry. Will you two follow me? We're gonna go collect some information about where this floating market is. And we head off into the immediate area, at least I do.
On the dock.
Yeah, and start asking around about it.
Cool, give me a d20.
All of us?
Nope, just one. You find out. Turns out the float market is actually basically just a bunch of trade ships that are basically kind of a town that floats, and they're actually connected by like bridges and such. And it makes a trip around the Sarah Marca every year. Just basically goes around the edge. Trading with everything that it goes past, so it hits like all the major trade cities and all the little small, not really terribly notable things on the map that won't necessarily even be listed here, and is one of the larger trading areas there. It's got the most diverse of everything because it's always moving around as opposed to the cities, which of course don't move very much usually.
Yeah. Does it go counterclockwise or counterclockwise?
They alternate every year.
Is it nearby right now, or do I have to go all the way on the other side to try and find it?
Apparently, the last word you were able to get from the different captains is that it is indeed fairly nearby. Maybe a week's journey or so to the south currently of Nibelech.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to use some of my money to pick up enough rations for everyone for the week's journey.
I presume you're picking up good rations and not just like bare bones beef jerky rations.
Well, a little bit of each.
So I presume that you're getting the shitty rations for Sakuraka.
No, I figure we'll use up all the good rations first, and then we'll divvy up the nasty ones. But maybe I'm getting good rations for about a week, and then some extra.
You do find freeze-dried ice cream, so there is that.
Ooh.
Yes. Which, actually, on that topic, that is considered a form of torture in some areas of Numenera, so you might want to be careful with that.
I think I'll stay away from it then. Maybe I'll keep one or two cubes around. And then I pack everything up and everyone on board because we're getting out of here.
Okay.
Aye, Capitan.
So you guys just go ahead, you've loaded everything up, you cast off, and what, you guys head out to the south?
Yes, we're heading in the direction I was last told.
Okay, so go ahead, give me a d20.
Again. Oh yeah.
Nice.
You're good! You are good! You are golden, in fact! You make your way down south, and you encounter absolutely no difficulty with the weather.
And we get there sooner than we anticipated?
Sure, you get there in 5 days.
All right.
It was
Take
not as
some
far.
rations.
Your ship is faster than most of the other trade ships, and they did not think that it would be that fast. A lot of them have much larger ships. So.
A nice little speedboat.
Basically, yes, and the wind was in your favor the entire time, or whatever it is that powers that ship, because the wind would not work very well.
Well, I don't know. Like, according to the picture, it does have those many sails.
Didn't we take off some of those sails? I can't remember.
We use Saga power.
We had him out back, but paddling.
Kick.
No, but
Wow.
all right. So we make it there.
Yeah. So-
and I'm
ahead.
going to dock at a reasonable spot. And
Yeah, so you just like find one of the outlying ships that looks like it's got plenty of room across its decks to get further in, and you pull up and lash up against it. It's a fairly normal thing. It's not like a particularly big deal. That's how ships come and go, is they just lash themselves on to a few ships in the area, and then when ships leave, they unlash themselves and they leave. And there's just absolutely just like, hundreds of ships here. And you see towards the core, there's this large, like, white bulbous structure floating that looks to be rather important. And you just see people everywhere, just trade ships going everywhere, little canoes going back and forth. You even see some really weird people who are just like paddling back and forth on like little like boogie board surfboards between ships with like supplies. And some of the ships have like crow's nests that look like they've been created into like actual like launch pads for like hang gliders to fly between the vessels.
that's pretty sweet.
So
That is awesome.
it looks like a pretty happening place. Yeah.
I'm definitely looking around at everything, going, "What can I get for my ship?"
I also am looking around, like, starry-eyed, like, at everything.
Yeah. There's a lot to see. Yeah.
I'm gonna head over to the big round thing in the middle. Go say hi. See where I'm supposed to deliver this stuff. You guys take the day and do what you feel like. I'll let you know if I need you.
Aye.
So I want at least one person on the ship at all times. So rotate, come up with some sort of schedule between yourself. Yeah. See ya.
All right, you guys, you're the new guys. You get first one. See ya. We apparently me and Tam are kind of just running off and leaving Dervish at the ship.
I was actually planning on just sticking around the ship anyway.
Dervish usually does.
So basically, it was a not a thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like exactly how it was. Yeah. Okay, so Socket, you get to the middle. You're talking with different people. The large structure is actually made out of brass, but it looks white in the sun.
Interesting.
It's also called the Fountain, and it's clearly a Numenera. And shows no signs of any rust or corrosion of any kind. And as you look into the water, you can see that it's clearly much larger below the water than it is above the water. And the only obvious openings are the 8 ports in the base, which actually look to be like drawing in water, and then it's actually shooting water out the top. And apparently that's the water purifier that consistently churns out just fresh water. You're also warned that it is highly illegal to sell the water from the fountain.
But am I allowed to drink it?
Yes, it is free for all.
All right, I'm definitely
You
going
just cannot sell the water.
I'm going to fill up some sort of vessel. I'm assuming I have some sort of canteen on me.
Sure,
Fill
you've
it
got
up and
canteens and so forth.
give it a try. See what it tastes like.
Tastes like very, very pure, clean, cold water.
Nice.
Yeah, it's some of the cleanest water you've ever drank. And yeah, it is perfectly clear water. So, Tama, you're wandering around, correct?
Yes.
So you find yourself migrating towards the middle of the Floatmarket and find yourself aboard a vessel called the Salty Rose, which is actually a luxury vessel. and what looks to be one of the largest ships in the flotilla. And this thing is absolutely huge. We're talking cruise ship proportions here. It is an absolutely ridiculously huge ship. And in fact, not many people have seen anything even remotely close to this size. It looks rather run down and rather rusty, but it also looks like it's been under constant refurbishment. So it basically looks like they're just trying to keep ahead of the rust.
Gotcha.
And it's the heart of entertainment. It's got a theater, it's got hundreds of rooms, it's got an inn, a tavern, a brothel, lounges, cafes. It's cool. And just kind of a bit of everything. And in fact, from talking with the locals, you find out that the Salty Rose is, for many people, the highlight of the Floatmarket's arrival. Like, it's kind of like the traveling entertainment, like the circus would be, only in this case, it's the Salty Rose shows up.
Okay.
So you get that. Sakuraka, you bailed, didn't you?
Yes. I'm out exploring as well.
Okay. So you're exploring and you find yourself at a large vessel called the Flint 5. Looks to be one of the original vessels, and looks like the industrial hub of the float market. Interestingly enough, there is actually an industrial hub on a floating marketplace. They have a full-fledged foundry inside of this vessel. And it's what creates all of the different metal goods, and all of them have a top secret finish to prevent corrosion caused by salty sea air and the salty water. So obviously they do extremely good business.
All right.
So that's what you find out.
Hey, I'm back.
Welcome back. They've got a foundry.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's all I missed.
Yeah, you missed a foundry. Sakuraka found the foundry. So at this point, you guys have a little bit of an idea of what there is. There's plenty of other stuff, like you see, looks to be like a farms almost. Different tents, wooden ships, looks like some military vessels. You see a bit of everything. So what you guys doing?
I am going to look around and find a flare gun and a box of 12 flares.
Okay, yeah, you absolutely find a flare gun and a box of flares.
And I'm going to buy it with this enormous sum of...
You absolutely buy it with that enormous sum of money, yes.
I'm going to go ahead and just start walking around watching people create stuff in the foundry.
Quick question.
Yes.
Because it is a flare gun, might it do any damage?
What?
Because it is a flare gun, might it do any damage?
Sure.
Would a flare hitting you in the face do damage?
If the answer is yes, it would do damage. If the answer is no, then it would not do damage. Sure, we test it out. Let me go buy a flare gun. We'll find out. Fire!
I'm not being the guinea pig for this.
Yes, you are, James. Shut up.
I just wanted to know if I should put it in my weapons thing or in my items.
You can put it in either. I'd probably say it's more of an item that you could use as a weapon if you wanted to.
Alright.
Less than a weapon, because it's not like a go-to typical... it's like I wouldn't put the ship under weapons just because you can ram things with it and do damage.
Alright.
More of a secondary aspect. I mean, unless you want your primary weapon or, secondary weapon to be a flare gun, in which case that's cool.
Well, I was just thinking of putting it under there as a viable option to use if need be.
Sure, yeah, you could do whichever.
Okay. As for my character, since now she has some sort of stable of place to sleep and food to eat, she's not really looking much of the luxury, more like looking towards seeing any items of any use, like see what they actually have around there.
They've got a bit of everything. What you looking for?
Anything that might help enhance, like, the use of the Numenera. Like, some sort of like artifacts and whatnot.
Yeah, they've got a Numenera dealer there. Yeah, absolutely. they've got a lot of random different stuff. It kind of depends what you're looking for.
You'll probably even find, I would say, ciphers and oddities there.
Right. Oh, which one? You know what? I probably know the answer to this, but Falcott, did we get some of that pay, or did you just take that all?
I'm pretty sure he took it all.
That's what I thought.
It's all in my pocket.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
My reward was a bunch of money.
It's not
and two
all in
people
your
to work for
pocket.
me.
You couldn't carry all of that, buddy.
True.
Like, you can't carry all that. You must have left some of the ship or something, unless you're like carrying around a huge ass sack of money, in which case we're gonna have to see when you get jumped.
Notice how you said when, not if.
I mean, look, if somebody's carrying around $1 million in their hands, walking through any city, they are going to get jumped. It's just a matter of when and by whom and who gets there first. I mean, I'll jump somebody for $1 million.
I'll gladly jump somebody for $1 million.
I mean, that's a lot of money, man.
Could I have like a treasure chest on the ship that I can lock?
Sure.
Okay, then yes, most of it is there. Then I'm carrying around enough to buy what I would like.
Okay, so what's the rare ones that I do find on the ship?
You find a item that's described just as a force cube projector. Supposedly will stop anything in the air. You find a personal environment field being advertised for deep sea diving, actually. You find a motion sensor, also advertised for fishing.
I'm seeing a theme here. I'm not quite sure.
And you also find a repair unit, which is just like this little robotic cube thing that apparently, when activated, will repair everything around it.
Okay. Got two in mind. So upon finding these things, and as much as I like luxury, I also don't want to get left behind. I will start making my way, still looking around, but make my way back towards the ship.
Okay.
Because, like I said before, I don't have any money per se on me. But apparently I have a captain that's willing to part with some of his funds.
Yeah, my guy probably would be willing to give up some money. I mean, I have loads of it, I guess.
Well, it's funny because as you pass by, heading back towards the ship, you pass by the yard, which is a large number of old barges that were lashed together with dirt on them.
Are you talking to me or Ren?
I'm talking to Tema.
Okay.
And it's actually just growing crops on it. And this is their version of farms out here. They actually have just these large barges that they literally have fields that float. Which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. Interesting enough for me to stop and look around and see if there's some sort of herb.
They've got a lot of everything. You definitely see some herbs. Apparently, the people who run this take great pride in getting as many exotic fruits and vegetables as they can.
Okay, is there anything there that, if pure masked down or whatever can heal someone, or either placed on them or consumed?
Sure, yeah, there's certainly some of that. Scallywig. It's rather rare, but it's not exactly too uncommon.
Okay.
You could totally come back through and buy some of that once you steal some money. I mean, acquire some money from Socket.
Yeah, notice how, of course, the woman has the shopping list.
That's right. The woman wants to spend the guy's money.
And Socket's just like, I'm buying a flare gun because... Yeah, that does sound about right.
Normally I'm not like that, but apparently this character is.
I'm definitely going to be looking around, talking to people about my shipment that I'm here to offload. Unless, did you go through everybody already? And what they're doing?
Did I miss anybody? I think I missed somebody.
I think Devin is just seeing what he's doing on the ship, but other than that.
Hey, Devish, what the fuck are you doing on the ship besides, like, jacking off to some porn or something? Which you probably have. I mean, knowing you.
I thought that was Saga.
I mean, but that's why he never leaves the ship. Like, if you notice, he never leaves the ship. He always stays at the ship.
Maybe I'm looking around the ship for any hidden compartments.
Oh, dear. Okay. Are you looking around the ship for hidden compartments?
Oh, yes, I am.
Okay, roll for it.
I never thought to do that.
Oh, you don't know your own ship, huh?
I got the thing like a week ago.
Okay, what?
All over it.
What do I roll?
D20.
Don't find shit.
No hidden compartments on this ship.
Not that big enough of a ship.
Yeah, there are clearly no hidden compartments. So are you doing anything else? I mean, you do find this large locked treasure chest. I mean, that's the most hidden compartment you find.
I decided to start cleaning.
Cleaning?
So now he's our
Oh my
maid.
goodness.
So
Okay, cool. Roll a d20.
He's gonna totally destroy my ship. Okay.
I would also like to note I haven't revealed anything other than my name to everyone else.
Okay, cool. And yet you're the ship god.
his background story's made.
Who could steal the ship? He could steal the ship and all the gold and the cargo that you guys were sent to deliver and just ride off into the sunset. as the proud captain of the ship.
I gave you food. I gave you a place to sleep.
That really doesn't matter too much to some people. This is a perk.
And he gave him a ship and a large chest full of gold.
And a bunch of random stuff in crates.
Yes! Isn't that nice? Okay,
Well,
so you cleaned the hell out of that ship.
And on that note, that James brought that up, I'm going to attempt to try and look in the crates and see what's in there.
Okie dokie, roll me a d20 again. Wow, you're rolling a lot today. You are unable to get the crates open.
Okay.
You weak ass.
Well, it would appear that they designed these crates to be not easily opened by the idiots they hired to transport them, so...
AKA me.
Hey. Oh, yeah, I was about to say that. One idiot, two strangers, and a captain.
Well, they did torture that idiot before they let him go, so they figured they'd leave a lasting impression with him.
Him out of everybody, I would try to get some payback by going after the crates.
No, I had my fun.
You may
Alright.
continue now, Bios.
Okay, so, go.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to be looking around, talking to people about where I'm supposed to deliver these things.
Okay, so, you basically say that, you've got a shipment from, Nebulich, and, so you are sent to deal with the council of the, Floatmarket. Now, the council only meets once a week, so unfortunately, you are going to have to wait for the council to meet. The council is basically a version of the Senate. Every ship owner who's been a member of the flotilla for a month is actually part of the council. So basically, everybody is part of the council who's been there long enough.
So essentially almost everyone but me.
Well, no, actually, there are a lot of ships that come and go on a daily basis, so no, not really.
How long has it been since the last Senate meeting or council meeting?
3 days.
So we have 4 days to figure out
Yeah.
what to do. So yeah, I guess I'm going to secure my cargo in. Oh, I'm going to go back to the ship, if that's all right. And
you see that it's clean as shit.
I'm quite surprised. I'm looking around, going, "Who did this?" In a nice big booming voice, almost sounding pissed.
You moved my dirt! You moved my dirt! How dare you move my dirt! That was my favorite pair of socks you threw off board. Where did my socks go? They were over here in the pile, just like I wanted them.
I said almost sounding pissed.
Hey, who's joking? That's exactly what I'd do.
Who did this? Come on. One of you guys.
I did it now.
I haven't even gotten back to the ship yet. I'm still here at the foundry.
Am I there yet?
That's up to you.
You can be.
Oh, okay. I think I came in just as he mentioned that and be like, not me.
You, my good man, are getting some money. And I'm going to give him 15 shins from my bag of money.
His bag of over 2,000.
For his bag of a large amount of money.
Yeah, I don't even know how much is in there because I haven't decided to count it.
I mean, you totally could.
I have the time. I think I'm going to wait until the next day because I don't know what time it is out here, but I feel like going in and enjoying some of the local culture and entertainment and getting another good night's rest. So before we do that, I'm going to make sure the ship is completely secure so no one can try and get in and steal stuff from me.
It should be noted that you did learn on your time there one good thing. The captains really like visiting here because they don't really have a theft issue there.
Okay, good. So I'm not as worried.
Anybody who steals, they just attach lead weights to them and toss them overboard, and they're never seen again. They have an absolute zero tolerance policy on that.
So don't wait up for Saga. Got it.
Hey, I ain't stealing. I'm more just asking random questions about what they're making and trying to figure out what
give guards cookies.
And no, I'm trying to figure out what they use to make their stuff not rust.
Well, I'm going to wait around until everyone's back on the ship, and then we're all going to go and enjoy the local color and get. So,
in response to what they use for all of their smelting and so forth, they actually get their material off of the seafloor. They actually send teams of divers down using Numenera and actually mine it off of the bottom of the seafloor. Apparently, they have a way to actually pull the water back so that they can work as though it's just normal ground.
Nice. Well, upon hearing that, I go ahead and go make my way back to the ship to let Socket know what I found out.
Cool, so now I know the information. Good.
I think during the same time he's mentioning that, I also mentioned to him how I found not only nice artifacts that will be useful in our mission, but also some herbs that in case, just in case things happen, he seemed like he travels a lot, that, you won't have to.
Apparently you don't know me, but yeah, sure.
Let's just put it this way. He'll always get hurt. I will never get hurt, but I'll never land an attack. That's how this works.
Perfect. But from out of character knowledge, she will mention this as a this will help you sort of thing. But really, she's like, buy it for me, buy it for me, buy it for me.
Cool. Here's 25 shins. Pick up what you can and keep the rest for yourself.
Wait, and then in my seat.
No,
I'm just saying I'm putting it in my character sheet.
Yeah, my shin amount right now is actually blank because I haven't quite counted that yet.
He's just like, buy this, buy that, do this, do that.
Hey, I'm the captain. It's kind of fun. And now that everyone's here, we're gonna go, like I said, enjoy some singing, some dancing, some drinking, some passing out.
I don't know how you can enjoy passing out.
Well, I can.
Well, the sleep is just not the morning after. Which, by the way, should we roll to see who gets shit faced?
Sure.
Wait, roll to see
I
what?
get drunk.
Oh, snap.
Oh god, no! Tama gets completely drunk and has to be carried back to the lodging.
Apparently, the brew there is not what I'm used to, or it's been a long while since I had my drinks.
So apparently doesn't.
Am I hungover or drunk?
Only Tama is.
So I probably got a good buzz.
You already had to beat a 6.
Oh, nice.
And then what I did.
And you are the opposite of drunk.
Yeah, this is like water to you.
And that is a major effect you get to mess with.
Any suggestions?
We're at a place that has plenty of entertainment, plenty of ale.
And
you can essentially do whatever you want.
The bartender's taken to liking to Tama, so we've gotten free drinks.
All right.
Yeah, because money was such an issue. I don't know what you guys were going to do.
Especially seeing how I'm the one picking up the tab.
Free drinks is free drinks.
But
that is true.
But if you ever gone to a bar and realized how much some of those drinks are, you'd agree.
Right?
Advantage, I don't drink, so I don't have that difficulty. I pay $1.50 for 2 liters of soda, and I'm happy.
Yeah, when I go to the bar, I spend $3.50 a drink.
Yeah, drunken problems.
Anywho, I'm assuming that we all pass out, some faster than others.
Yeah, and
she's just kind of good.
Yeah, and this is absolutely a good time for a break, I would say.
All right, cool. So everyone goes to their room.
And everybody gets back without generally being molested or jumped by robbers.
Thank God.
And
that's good, because the bartender was looking a little...
passes out.
That's it for this episode, folks. I'd like to thank Themoth, Falcott, Rin, and Boycool for joining in this session. Furthermore, thanks to Themoth for sponsoring our SoundCloud hosting, and of course, all of our patrons. Our sweet new music is thanks to TechnoAxe, who releases awesome royalty-free music on YouTube. You should totally check him out. With that said, thanks for watching, listening, and be sure to visit otakuview.com for further episodes and info about our gaming community.